For goodness sakes, that was a long time ago, but I remember those days. That was my grandpa and grandma's house. That was a long time ago. 3, 4 years old. Sitting on top of the door. For heaven's sakes, I was little once too. I'd forgotten all about those days. I remember that sitting. It's funny to see something outlive the people that they're taking pictures of, you know? Because I remember that outfit as well as I know exactly what kind of material it had. Kind of fuzzy material. But very comfortable. And it didn't bother me that it was a strange shape. That's the shape they had in those days. What have I got here? Oh, I didn't dream anything like that existed. But that shows I was born. And we had the best time. You know, to look like that down at the beach is kind of funny. At least I think it is. But the things that we did at the beach were even more ridiculous, and the folks never seemed to worry about us at all. We ran up and down the beach with those great huge waves and looking for something to do. And then finally we would find Mother would go and get too far away from me, and that's how she controlled me. When I got too far away, I had to come back. I couldn't be gone very long. Well, you know, it depended on the year. Hats were very important to everyone naturally because it's so sunny. They didn't feel silly in it. They thought they were pretty sharp, I think. I don't think it mattered, you know, to anybody. But I remember like it was yesterday. It's hard to believe that I was ever that little. But that's the place, you know, the very beach, as a matter of fact, where I ran away. And they ran down the beach away from Mother. And I wasn't afraid, of course. Why would a child be afraid? Mother met me about 200 feet down and let out a yell. Anyway, but what's so funny was that Mother wasn't upset about it at all. It didn't bother her that I'd run away down. I would have been absolutely frantic. Gee. I'm kind of glad you dug these out. They look like they belong in that magazine that they publish now. It has the old pictures of old. They're kind of neat. It looks like it from here, but I don't have that good vision anymore, but I think that's my daddy, yeah. This was in my Grandpa and Grandma's front yard on their front steps. And it's funny because they settled down in the same area. I mean, I'd still recognize it without any trouble at all. Just imagine. That was Grandpa sitting on the step. Right out in front, there was a big step on both sides. But they're just enough to sit on so that you didn't have to climb any steps or anything. But it's funny because it's so real to me, and yet I know it was. Can you imagine how long ago that was? Good night, I'm 90 years old. More than that. Can you imagine being 90? These were seedlings, poplar trees. They grew tall on both sides of our house. both ends of the house, and everything else was behind it. Because they were big trees then. Well, that's kind of...
Yeah.
Where did you find these?
That's cool.
No, I remember I waited for those Valentines. You have no idea. It was very thrilling. Well, I think maybe about third or fourth grade, because I remember it so well. I was so pleased to get these. You have no idea how much fun we had as kids. But I mean, it really mattered. Oh, look at that cute little boy. What would he be, 6, 7, 8 years old? Bless his heart. He was a good kid and a good daddy. That was a long time ago.
1929.
That's Mary Janet's house right up, almost to the top. It was the highest point in Minneapolis. And then they put a tower up there, so the tower was really big, really tall. Lots of fun to play, run up and down. Yes, you can tell even now. And who does the girl look like? You don't know who she is? You should have known right instantly who that was. Oh, this is high school. There's Marion. For goodness sakes. There's me. We're kind of cute. They're not bad. This is Marion, my old friend. But it is strange that you remember exactly who they are and everything. Marion, I know exactly. I could go and show you today where they all lived. Betty Douglas. They all look like little old ladies. Well, don't they? They were pretty grown-up clothes. We had a club, the WWs. We of Washburn. Well, we couldn't say all three. That's not bad for how many years? They look pretty good. I never was going to get this old. Mm-hmm. Sad eyes. Such a good boy. It doesn't seem possible. Doesn't look like much of a warrior, does he? He was, he did all sorts of things, but when he was young like that, I don't think he did more than, well, you worked in the Air Force, but I can't remember what he did. Mother would remember all that. See how clear these are? I'm amazed at that old. That was life. They were flying before they were out of high school. They were mad at the flight for taking the younger boys. Well, the kids thought it was a little bit young to be taken. It is a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But they were service ready. There's Dave's best friend. This is Bud Owen. Oh, that was not too much later. Yeah. That was at the hospital. That was a long time ago. We were probably about the same age. I was sitting on the steps of the hospital when I was a student when they took that picture. And this one, too. Different ages, though. Well, I hadn't graduated yet. This was probably graduation. Yeah, by that time I was graduated. Very serious. Well, see, this one I would have been wearing blue and a white collar. And this one I would have been wearing all white. I was very superior and smart then. I knew more than I do now, that's for sure.
Bethlehem
Yep.
Lutheran Church.
Where I was confirmed. Yeah, it was a very full church all the time. It looks exactly the same now.
Is that also the same place you got married, or is that a different one?
Yep. Right there. And it's still standing there and it looks the same. Have to take a little trip sometime and show your kids. And Penny, our dog. Well, that's Penny, our very faithful dog. Gee, we loved her. She loved us too. By our fireplace. Look how proper she looks. Oh, that's me. And that's Debbie. And they both look like Grandma Lou. So I know they belong in that family, and same drapes that we had. I'll never forget those drapes. When the dog got a hold of them and ripped them all out of the room. Got scared, see. She was afraid of dogs. And we had a dog and cat fight that she just ripped the curtains out of the room. And this looks the way Dave wanted people to think he looked. See, just a little grim. Don't trouble me with that, it'll get you. Kind, but fearless. Oh, sure. I'm so glad we've got a few of these. Well, all the kids played instruments, and they had a lot of fun doing it together. Just think of this. Through the harsh noises of our day, a low, sweet prelude finds its way. There are clouds of doubt and creeds of fear. The light is breaking, calm and clear. Henceforth my heart shall sigh no more, for olden time and holier shore. God's love and blessing, then and there, are now and here and everywhere. John Greenleaf Whittier. You know, you see something in the pictures that you didn't notice before. Maybe as they were growing up.